Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for September 20th, 2024. I did a standalone video on this upcoming pre-order, but I figured I would mention it because it's never gotten a formal mention in a new arrival video, and some people just watch the new arrival videos and nothing else on the channel. So, starting off today's pre-orders, The Beatles, 1964 US albums in mono. You can get an 8 LP box set, which for the box set, you get an exclusive box and you get the Beatles story. Or you can buy all the other albums individually. They're all on the website. They're all available for pre-order and they all come out November 22nd. Now, there was a standalone video that was done with the mastering engineer. I talked about me being a little sus by who was doing it. But there's a standalone video floating around on YouTube where they kind of talk about it, and I'm not going to say that this is going to be an audiophile home run or anything. The source material is not there for that. But it sounds like they're paying a little attention to the sound quality. Also, I heard from a friend of a friend of a friend who knows some of the people that are overseeing the project, and a few things have been recut due to sound issues. Like they felt that it could be a little bit better, and they had a few things redone. So there's definitely a focus on sound quality with these. In that video, they talked about how they weren't necessarily going for the Chappell sound, because the Chappell sound, I mean, there was no bass, there was no high-end frequencies, and apparently those are on the tape. Beautiful bass, beautiful high-end frequency, but that was rolled off for the Chappell mastering back in the day. So essentially they're trying to be more true to the tape as opposed to the records the way they came out in the 60s, which is good. So you're going to get all the dexterization of the original Chappells, but you're not going to be hampered by the limitations of the day, you know, where they were mastering records to play on all record players and not necessarily higher end record players of the day. So I'm looking forward to it, actually. You know, as time goes on, I'm curious what these are going to sound like. They've announced Neil Young's Freedom as a 2 LP set coming out October 4th. Let's see, Duran Duran, Danish Macabre, deluxe box set, November 29th. Mobile Fidelity finally announced they're doing Miles Smiles as a 33 RPM super vinyl. No arrival date on that. But, again, Mobile Fidelity is not doing things years in advance anymore. It seems like when they do these announcements, we tend to get stuff within a couple months. The next Van Halen is probably coming somewhat soon. Women and Children First on 45 RPM one-step and SACD. They're doing Patricia Barber's Modern Cool as a hybrid multi-channel and stereo SACD. That's from Impex, September 27th. They're doing a couple of Queen reissues. They're doing Queen 1. They're doing an LP and a 6 LP box set. That's October 25th. And I thought there's a bunch of pre-orders that are on the website that I'm not going to tell you about because I only kind of do some of the highlights. But I think they're doing a 2024 mix of Queen 2 as well. I think I saw that as well. Eric Clapton, they're doing the Crossroads Guitar Festival from 2023 as a 6 LP box set, November 29th. And some other stuff. Okay, let me show you guys this week's new arrivals. Starting with the Grateful Dead Duke 1978 box set. Limited to 7,800? 7,800, yeah. Limited to 7,800. Let's see. Experience the magic of the Dead's Duke 1978 live performance featuring a unique and powerful rendition of Truckin'. 4 LP box, really nicely done. Foil cover done by Rhino. You know, foil box. One more box set. We've got Bob. I was going to say Bob Dylan. Phil Collins. Both sides. All the sides. This is a 5 LP box set, half-speed mastered at Abbey Road Studios, plus the B-sides, live cuts, and rarities. Today is the day we finally have all 6 of Sade's records available for purchase on vinyl. We've got Love Deluxe. The first 3 came out a couple of weeks ago. These are the hard 3 to get anyways. Lovers Rock and Soldier of Love. I sell an absolute ton of Sade. mostly in the store, oddly enough. It does sell online, but in the store, there's certain artists that just sell like gangbusters, and Sade's one of them. So it's nice to finally have those in the bin for people to pick up. Originals of like Diamond Life were like creeping up towards, you know, $50 for clean copies. It was nuts. I mean, that's not a rare record. I mean, that sold extremely well. And, you know, back in the early 80s, they were plentiful. I remember 4 or 5 years ago, I had $5, $6, $7 on them. I mean, and I got them all the time because, again, they weren't rare. Almost everybody's collection at that time had it in it. But then they kind of just dried up and the price went up. So it's nice to have those back. Okay, next we've got Sarah Vaughan Sassy. This is part of the Acoustic Sound series. This is an Emercy title. Trying to think if they've even done it. Yeah. Trying to think if they've done an Emercy title on this series. If not, here we go. Mastered by Ryan Smith. I'm looking forward to giving this a listen. I don't know the information on it yet, but this is a fantastic record. Dorothy Ashby's Afro Harpin. The hype sticker says remastered from the original 1/4-inch tapes. Includes 8 previously unreleased tracks and an 8-page insert with extensive notes. So 2 LP of Dorothy Ashby's Afro Harpin. This was done at Abbey Road. It's not half speed. Half speed is all digital, so if it's not half speed, there's a chance. Not only was it remastered from the tapes, but it was cut from the tapes. Speaking of cut from the original analog master tape by Kevin Gray, cut at Coherent, we've got a very difficult album to find an original of, Judah Hipp's At the Hickory House. I have seen a Judah Hipp record in person one time. Very hard records to get. All the Blue Note series 1500 stuff for the most part is difficult to get, but Judah Hipp is very hard to get. But now you can pick up beautiful sounding copy. Live at the IT Club, Gene Harris and the 3 Sounds, another all analog cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray, a Blue Note title. We've got a 1-year anniversary of Chappell Runes. Let's see, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, but this is the colored edition. The official name of this is My Kink is Coral. So I think we have 3 of these in stock now. This is the Coral Deluxe version. We've got the standard deluxe version, and then we've got the standard disc itself, you know, the standard album. There's also, they didn't include it, but that actually came out this week as well on cassette. So if you're a cassette buyer, I've got it on cassette. Nelly Furtado, number 7, on clear vinyl. It's an old Nelly Furtado price tag there on the back, covering up the bits. New album from Katy Perry. I think I've got a couple versions of this. This is the exclusive artwork silver vinyl variant. Jethro Tull, live. This is the Steve Wilson remix, 3 LP set. Motley Crue, The Dirt, the official soundtrack. Ooh, this is a fantastic record. I've got it. Highly recommend it. Really, really, really good. The Lafayette Afro Rock Band. Malik. I've got an original French pressing of this, I think. Absolutely fantastic record. Put out by Strut. Really good funk. Nubia Garcia, Odyssey. This is on Concord Jazz. I'm going to have to give this a listen to. Miles Davis's Star People. This is limited to 1,500 copies on orange and white marbled vinyl. This is number 1251. Pre-twerking Miley. We've got the Disney Miley. This is Miley Cyrus's Hannah Montana the movie soundtrack. Available on vinyl for the first time ever on Lavender Eco Mix colored vinyl. More Eco Mix. This is fantastic. Oh boy, I wish they really need to stop the Eco Mix. Seether, the surface seems so far. On Fantasy. What in the world is this Danger Mouse? This is a 12-inch, it actually says 12-inch picture disc. It is not a picture disc. This is a single-sided piece of vinyl and a clear sleeve. So for some reason it's listed as a picture disc on there, but it is vinyl, not plastic. Well, it's vinyl's plastic. It's vinyl. It's not a picture disc. All right, Empire of the Sun, Ask That God. This is the limited edition clear vinyl variant. Cher. Cher's Forever Classics on crystal clear vinyl. This is kind of funny. So it's a 2 LP set, so rather than A, B, C, and a D side, you've got a C, H, E, and an R side. Get it? Huh? Pat Benatar, this is Precious Time reissue. Interesting. Pat Benatar, I guess they're just reissuing the first 3 albums. In the Heat of the Night and Crimes of Passion. Jackson Browne, For Every Man. Has the original die-cut front cover. It's kind of... One thing about this record, the originals, they always seem to have a tear right here because people would slide them in and out of the record shelf. It would catch, and they would tear. And this is built just like the original. But this time around, I think people will be a little bit more careful. Maybe put a sleeve on it. The Butthole Surfers, Locust Abortion Technician. We've got the Meat Puppets. Out My Way. Huevos. Some more Meat Puppets. The Mayday Parade. A Lesson in Romantics. This is a Coke bottle clear vinyl variant. Keith Urban. Hi. Brand new album featuring Messed Up As Me Wildside and Chuck Taylors. The Texas Tornadoes on Ruby Red Vinyl, the Now Playing. Now Playing is kind of a retrospective of the artist that's, there's like 50 of these Now Playings now, and actually people are digging them. I heard the sound isn't bad, and, they're nice little comps. Kenny Wade Shepherd, Dirt on My Diamonds, Volume 2. This is a blue marble vinyl variant. Phish, Juanita. Let's see. Phish's first studio album, originally released in 1989. This is new 3LP Fluffhead black, white, and swirly colored vinyl. I'm pretty sure, yeah, these are lacquers cut by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grundman Mastering from the original quarter-inch stereo masters. So all analog, cut by Chris Bellman, who I think does most of Phish's reissues. Yeah, same thing with Riff, lacquers cut from the original half-inch flat masters by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grundman Mastering. Phish, Pitcher of Nectar. Also cut from the tapes by Chris Bellman on Grape Apple Pie vinyl. Nightwish, Yesterwind on white vinyl. Doro, Rise Your Fists, silver vinyl. The Circle Jerks, Live at the House of Blues on red vinyl. Kate Pearson, Radios and Rainbows. Oh, look at Kate. Kate of the B-52. So I went to a B-52s concert, and I used to have this guy that worked here that he was like an autograph hound. He was he like stalked celebrities for like a side it wasn't a job because he never sold anything. He collected autographs and he had an immense amount of them and he was really good at it. Anyways, I love the B-52s. I went to see them in concert, had front row tickets. It was great. I've talked about it many times. B-52s, OMD in Berlin. Anyways, after the show, he's standing out there. So I had a couple records I brought with me and he's like, yeah, they're going to come out. We're going to get some records signed. It was really cool. Kate comes out. She was really nice. She signed some autographs. She took photos, but this one girl took a photo that she wasn't like positioned for. She's like, delete it, delete it. You got the wrong side. You got my wrong side. So she literally went over to the girl's phone, made her delete the photo. She deletes the photo. Then she made her delete the trash. And then she's like, okay, now let's take the picture. But she was at least nice enough to come out, sign autographs, take photos for everybody. Yeah, it was really good. Bright Eyes, 5 dice, all threes. This is red and orange vinyl. But see, now on this record, I guess she doesn't have a side because she's head on, right? I'm going to listen to it. Love the B-52s. The Weave, City Lights. This is with Graham Coxon from Blur. The brand new album, limited edition on orange vinyl with Rose Eleanor Dougal. All right, we've got Sophie. Oil of Every Pearl's Uninsides. That is a really weird cover. Floating Points, Cascade. We've got Noga Eris, The Vandalist on Black Ice vinyl. Peanuts, You're Not Elected Charlie Brown, Vince Guaraldi, the soundtrack, remastered from the original session tapes for Pristine Audio. For Pristine Auto. Okay. Mad Child, Dope Sick. My Side of the Mountain, Kate Von D. Limited edition crystal red vinyl. Did I say Kate? I think it's Kat. Did I say Kat or did I say Kate? It's Kat Von D. Barnes Courtney, Supernatural. I don't want to screw up my very long track record of getting everybody's names correct, so I had to correct myself there. Mary Solmelson, Life. This is on Deutsche Grammophon. God, it's like a new classical record, you know? It's not something you see very much. Okay, and last, we've got Hayden James, We Could Be Love. All right, guys. All of these fantastic records and pre-orders are available on the website at theingroove.com. Until next time.